A very, very satisfying sound if you ask me. Hi, welcome to my new channel, Rainy Days. In this episode we'll be making bath bombs. Now personally I decided to make my own bath bombs because I went shopping, went to Lush and brought a £7 bath bomb. I was super excited. Once I put it in the bath, it did not fizz. If anyone is like me, all my kids, they love to fizz. And this recipe I personally found the best, and it's easy. The kids absolutely adore making them and using them. The equipment you will need to make this recipe is a weighing scales, a tablespoon, a paintbrush, a whisk, 2 bowls, 1 mixing bowl for all your dry ingredients. You'll need another bowl for all your wet ingredients, food colouring of your choice. Then you'll also need a mould. I 100% recommend a plastic mould as silicone moulds will bend, misshape, and it takes ages to dry. So 100% go for a plastic mould. Essential oils. I do have a few of these because I make this all the time. And for decoration, I also have some edible rainbow glitter called rainbow dust. This is brilliant. It does not dissolve in water, so it makes your bath look super pretty. For the ingredients today, I have already pre-made them, so I do not need to weigh them out. First, you need to mix in your dry ingredients. So in this tub, I have 300 grams of baking soda. This is 150 grams of citric acid. And this is 75 grams of cornstarch. But if you're in England like me, it's called corn flour. It's exactly the same. You need to use your whisk just to mix up your ingredients. You need to make sure that it's also mixed in very well, as you want it equally out and so it all fizzes at the same time rather than in sections. That has happened before. I think that's pretty well mixed myself. Now you need to put this dry mix to the side and concentrate on your wet mix. Your wet mix contains 6 tablespoons of sunflower oil. What's great about these bath bombs, they are 100% edible. So if your kids are any like mine and they fancy a little nibble, they'll be perfectly fine. And then you can grab your food colouring. You can do any colour you like. Obviously the more food colouring you use, the darker the colour. I quite like these light colours, like this pink one I done here. But today I think we're going to do a lavender one. So I'm going to add a couple of drops of purple in there. And now because this is in oil, it's very lightly, it will look like little bubbles. And you will never get it to 100% mixed in, but as long as you can get it into a decent, good mix. There you go, it looks like little bubbles and little grains of dirt. That's perfectly fine, that's how it's supposed to look. I also now would like to add some lavender essential oils. For this particular amount, you need 3/4 of the spoon, of a tablespoon as well. As it is essential oil, it might take a while to come out. There we go. I'll just mix that all together. It's starting to smell amazing in this kitchen now. Now with this, you do want to slowly add it in, as you don't want to activate all the bicarbonate soda. So you need to quickly stir it as you pour it in very slowly. It just needs a good mix. Again, if it's not enough food colouring, you can always experiment. You can add more in. Starting to smell absolutely amazing. Now, once you're done, the mixture, you need it to clump together. So as you can see, that is still quite dry. So you can use a tiny bit of water. Again, be very careful as you can activate the whole thing and it just comes one great big sludgy mess. So what I normally do, I dip my hands into the water a bit and then I'd mix with my hand as well, just checking the consistency. So as you can see, just from that, that's starting to hold together now. But it's still, if you play with it in your hands, it should be able to still turn into a bit of a powder. Now I am personally adding some lavender petals. These I've grown in my garden, but again, you can also buy them online. They're not that expensive to get. It's just an added extra, so it's completely optional. As well, if you want to, you can also add little bits of moisturiser in there. It's always really nice to have a bath with a little bit of moisturiser. It just makes your skin feel great. And I would say that's pretty ready to go in a mould. So if you grab the mixture, you will make a mess with this. It's a very messy thing. And push as hard as you can down to completely compress it. And then repeat the process until you have all completely done there. I just wasted a bit there. Now, as these will take a couple of hours to dry out, they will start rising a little bit and even lifting out of the mould a tiny bit. I do not advise to try and get them out then. I would wait the full 4 hours so they're hard enough and you're able to just tap them out. It's that easy. Right, I will finish these off and I will show you when I am getting them out. So I've waited the 4 hours for them to dry, and as you can see, some have risen, but they should be very easy to pop out. Sometimes you might need to give it a little smack, but apart from that. So as you can see, we have very nice bath bombs now. But if you want to put your own little flair to it, you can also decorate them. So today I've got the rainbow dust. This is edible glitter. So I got a white glitter today. You don't need a lot. It adds a very nice look to them. Very pretty. You can choose to add different things as well. You can also use a food colouring dust, works very well. As you can see on one of my pink ones I did before, I put half and half. Looks quite nice. But just have fun making them. So as you can see, very pretty. I guarantee your kids will absolutely love these. So now we've had all the fun of making them, would you like to see it first? A very, very satisfying sound if you ask me. And water has gone a beautiful purple. If you'd like to see more different ideas that you can make at home, please subscribe and like my channel. Thank you very much for watching.